Friends Forever, Part 1. Zhang and Hui have been friends for years. They do everything together and love each other's company. Here is one of their adventures. One evening, Hui called Zhang to remind her about their English class. "I hope Mr. Paul is wearing that silk shirt this evening. He looks so handsome in black," Hui said. Zhang agreed, and the two girls decided to meet at the class a little earlier than usual. Outside the house, it was very dark and raining heavily. "Sorry I'm a little late, Hui," Zhang said in an apologetic voice. They went inside and sat waiting for their wonderful teacher to arrive. The class was funny that evening because the teacher had written a story about them, and they both left the house feeling happy and content. They decided to go for a cup of coffee and relax before going home, and Hui suggested going to a little coffee shop that she had passed a few days before. At the cafe, they sat down and ordered some drinks. "This is cozy," Zhang said while smiling. Their drinks arrived and they slouched down and started sipping their hot coffee. Just then, a man approached the table, and his shadow fell upon their faces. "Can I join you?" he said confidently. The two girls looked up at this handsome man and agreed eagerly. The man sat down. He was already holding a drink in his hand and took a long gulp before speaking again. "I saw you from over there. I hope you don't mind, but I had to sit with you. You are two of the most beautiful girls I've ever seen," he whispered. The two girls looked at each other and said in unison, "Us?" The man smiled and nodded his head reassuringly. "I'd like to give you both a small gift, if you don't mind," he said softly. The girls were very surprised by his actions and were not sure of what to expect. The man reached inside his jacket and pulled out 2 aeroplane tickets. The girls looked at him and asked why. He smiled and told them that it was his private airplane. "This is the first flight ever. I want you to be a part of my new airline." The girls could not believe their luck. "Wow, we are going to fly in an airplane," Zhang said excitedly. Hui jumped up and down all of the way home, while singing happy songs. The following Wednesday, the two girls went to their English class and told their teacher the good news. It sounds strange," the wise and handsome teacher said suspiciously. "Are you sure these are real?" The girls nodded and Hui said, "Yes, I phoned the airline and they confirmed the flight. It is tomorrow evening." Their handsome teacher took a deep breath and said, "Well, enjoy yourselves, but please be very careful." Thursday evening came quickly and the girls got into the taxi to the airport. When they arrived, they checked in and went through to the private lounge. The lounge was filled with people. Then Zhang said, "Look over there. Is that Mi Tum?" Hui bit her lip in excitement. Then Hui pointed silently to the other side of the room. There in the corner was Leung Bik-hu, talking with some very famous Korean singers. "This is going to be great," the girls squealed in unison. They mingled for a short time with some of the other passengers before walking through and boarding the plane. They could see Mi Tum ahead and watched the stewardess showed her to a first-class area. Hui and Zhang handed the flight attendant the tickets and he pointed to the rear of the plane. "Oh, are we not in first class too?" Zhang said disappointedly. "No, you're not," he said in a grouchy voice. Hui whispered, "Don't worry, at least we're still flying." They made their way to the back of the plane and walked through a curtain. As they walked through, a girl handed them some clothes and asked them to change. "It must be a fancy dress party," Hui said happily. Hui walked out of the changing room and said, "I have a stewardess outfit. What do you have, Zhang?" Then the door opened and there was Zhang wearing the same clothes as her friend. Then another girl handed them a tray each and told them to get to work. "Excuse me, there seems to be some mistake. We are not here to work, we are on holiday," Zhang said assertively. The stewardess looked at them and said, "Can I see your ticket, please?" Hui handed the ticket over and the stewardess pointed at it. "Look at the bottom. It says voluntary flight crew. That means stewardess to you." The two girls realized that they had been tricked, but it was too late. The plane was taking off and they were on their way to London. To be continued. Thanks for listening. See you next time.